Hello everybody and welcome back to part 2 of the Marine Mania scenario Super Zoo. So at the end of part 1, apologies for the very abrupt ending. I literally hit the 2-hour limit without realising and I didn't do the usual signing off. But anyway, yeah, just to recap, it's currently the 23rd of July, year 2. We still need 5 dinosaurs. We currently have 4 because the Caudipteryxes have just hatched. And we have 4 of those, 2 male, 2 female. So obviously we need to build up their exhibit because they've only just hatched and it's an unsuitable exhibit. And we need a suitability of 90 for 15 exhibits. And we also need 93 zoo rating, which is currently 89. And yeah, we don't have the best zoo trophy, which is unlocked at 90 zoo rating. Not that it comes with any money anyway. So yeah, basically just carry on as we were. Guest happiness is currently 94. It needs to be 93. Animal happiness needs to be 93. It's currently 95, but it will increase once we sort these Caudipteryx or whatever the plural of Caudipteryx is. Once we sort them out. Oop, no, I don't want to sell them. So we need a bit of... Oh, there you go. It's literally just hit 90 zoo rating. Bit of grass, too much dirt, not enough rainforest. I don't know why I did that. I think the reason there's so much dirt here is because I ran out of money, not because I actually put the dirt down there, because that is far too much dirt. We are actually rather low on money as well, so... Pteranodon house is now available, so I can build that at some point. Do these guys actually want any dirt at all? They do want some dirt, okay. No, there's too much dirt, not enough grass, fair enough. I think it's because I was building rainforest over dirt, so they had too much rainforest and not enough grass, and too much dirt, so they had a neutral opinion. Too much dirt, not enough rain, not enough fresh water. Yeah, these guys are very sort of aquatic. And it seems like they want no dirt in the exhibit at all. That's fair enough. Needs more foliage, not enough rocks. We can get away with Williamsonia trees, which are a big rainforest Jurassic tree. I thought we would actually need more than that, seeing as they are a rainforest animal. And some rocks, that's no problem at all. Oh. Yeah, it's just rolled over into August, so if I'd have done it a bit quicker, I could have actually peeled the rocks, because I had 5,000 in the bank, but it's all just gone on upkeep and salaries. I mean, we only need an exhibit suitability of 90, to be fair, which is currently 96. Zoo rating's gone down to 89 again. Guest happiness is 93. We do have some hungry guests. Animal happiness 94. The Caudipteryxes aren't very happy. Everything else should be alright though. As long as we don't have too many of any particular animal in an exhibit, in which case we need to sell off baby animals and prevent overpopulation. Where's the entrance to the zoo? There it is. So, just checking. The lions are fine. We've got 1 male and 2 females, that's fine. The zebras are fine, but they want another shelter. Which we may as well give to them. Scientist Training 1 is now available. Yeah, we need Scientist Training 2, because that means they distribute more food upon each visit. That will be useful. So the zebras are fine, the moose are fine, the anteaters are fine, but we'll need to sell that one when it grows up. Crocodiles, fine. Need a bit of repairs here and there. Bengal tigers are fine. Handily, 5 and 6 are male and female, so when they grow up, 3 and 4 can just be sold off. Jaguar are fine. Bison fine. Whale shark, yeah, they're fine. Beluga are fine. Oh, we've already got the Caudipteryx being ill, that's no good. Polar bear are fine, but they've got 2 male babies. Black buck, they're fine. Yeah, animal happiness is 98 now, so that's no problem. The Caudipteryxes are either become happy or happy enough that it doesn't affect the animal happiness. But yeah, you can see that they're all happy. Right, so zoo rating is 89, animal happiness is 98, guest happiness is 94. Okay. Wondering if we need another restaurant. But where do we put it if we do get one? Because we've got one here, which is sort of pretty centralised, and we've got one over here. I feel like if we were going to build one, it would ideally go here, but I'm going to put the Dinosuchus over here, or however you pronounce it. So maybe put a restaurant over here, between these animal houses. I mean, I could go with, like, another restaurant. Did I? Yeah, I did build the Japanese garden. We do have a nocturnal house as well. So, yeah, we need to build the dinosaur. Did I build the dinosaur cinema? No, I did build the dinosaur cinema. Oh, it's glitched on me. I can't remember what the solution is to this, but... Okay, it's just sometimes you get the text sort of overlays and doubles. I don't know what causes it, but it's kind of annoying. Yeah, I think if I build, like... If I build a... Because how big is a restaurant? I mean, I can build a lobbies restaurant, or I could build a restaurant, or I could build the Prairie Dog Cafe, or I could build a Zebra 5 has died all of age, or I could build a rainforest restaurant. Let's go for a rainforest restaurant. And then I think I can fit a leopard house. Oh no, I can't. Okay, well, what can I fit down there? Because it's only 4 squares, so can I fit anything? Stego Put? No. Dino Gift Shop? No. I can put the Leopard over here then. It seems to be when you get a notification, whilst looking at the text, it seems to glitch. Right, Leopard can have that. We can put a... I guess we can put the Pteranodon house over here. Yeah, do something like that. And also save the game. I mean, remember that we don't have a time limit on this, so we can't fail the scenario. Not that we would anyway, because it is like a pretty easy scenario. What scenery is there that's 3x1? I think there's like Leaping Fountain that might be 3x1. Or is it 3x2? If it's 3x2, that's no big deal. Yeah. 3x2, so we can put a Leaping Fountain down there, and we'll put... not the mermaid statue, we'll put a Wishing Fountain down. And people are using the Rainforest Restaurant. Guest happiness is increased to 95, we've eliminated hungry guest issues. These weren't showing the best, I just realised. That's not good. Right, these should all be now the best. So, yeah, I must have just obviously forgot to change the aquarium and crustacean house to the best exhibit. Whoops! Not that it really makes much of a difference. Right, I don't think we'll need to build another restaurant anytime soon. I mean, we could do for more profit, but it might not actually make that much profit because it might not actually get that many hungry guests, and if you just have so many restaurants, you probably get a bit of oversaturation. I never built these rocks, so I'll do that now. Right, so that's 98 suitability. So we've got 652 guests in the zoo, 32 benefactors. That's nice. This scientist was never actually assigned to this exhibit, but he is now. I think I'm just going to get another scientist and just literally have one scientist do the Cordipteryx and then another scientist do the Deinosuchus, because otherwise he's going to have to walk extremely far to go all the way from over here to over here. And I'm imagining that the Deinosuchus will probably require a bit of attention because it's such a big creature with such a big exhibit. Out of interest, how much have we made from the compost building? 16,000. Yeah, so it's making like 800 a month. But that's an average, and obviously it's earning a lot more than that now, because when we started it would have been earning not very much. Unfortunately, you don't get anything from marine animals, so I've said it before, but if you build an entire zoo with just marine animals, there's no point building a compost building. I'm like 90% on that. It could be wrong, I could be wrong there, but I think that's like pretty true. Right, this polar bear still okay. Change that over. Yeah, that's a big jump. For an extra $50 a month, you get 2 adult bonus and 5 child bonus. Right. I still have a tiny bit of room here with which I can build something. Maybe just like a duck pond or turtle fountain. I don't know which is better between the duck pond and the turtle fountain. So I'm going to build both. And I'm also going to... I was going to say I'll flatten this terrain, but I don't need to. The plane's kind of getting in the way, I can't really see. In actual fact, if I build a path like that, I can build a 3x3 elephant fountain. There you go. And we'll build a koi pond there. It just makes the zoo look a bit nicer and possibly increases the zoo rating. And then I've got a bit of space here where I want some kind of scenery. Like a woolly mammoth fountain, that'll do. There you go. So zoo rating 91, animal happiness 97, but that will fluctuate a lot. Guest happiness 95. And it's because the polar bears have grown up, that's an issue, so I just pause the game. Right, lions are fine. We need more maintenance workers. Zebra... we need a female... Sorry, we need a male zebra. So actually, let's just, like, sort this out. We need a male zebra. So that's fine. Moose, fine. Anteaters... He needs to be sold off. 5 and 6 is fine. Crocodile, fine. Bengal tiger... Yeah, there's too many animals. Blah, blah, blah. So sell off 3, sell off 4. 5 and 6 are fine. Jaguar are fine. We need more maintenance workers. I've said that already. Male, female, female, male. Ah. Oh, it's a baby. Okay. Whale shark, fine. Beluga, not fine. So let's sell off number 1. Right, so now I've got 2 males and 2 females. Ah, peanuts. Right, so beluga do mate, so I need to sort that out. Polar bears... 3 and 4 need to be sold off. Yeah, so Beluga do mate, that is an issue. Black Bucks, not enough shelters, but otherwise fine. We'll go with a small lean-to, that'll be fine. And Bowheads, fine. Caudipteryxes are fine, they're feeling crowded by too many guests. City rating is 91, 98, 95. Okay, so Belugas, the issue here is that the exhibit is not big enough, and there's also this guy wants a mate, so the simplest solution is to just sell him off. But now Beluga 2 can't find its mate. Why can Beluga 2 not find its mate? Oh, this is so stupid. You tell me Beluga 2 mated with Beluga 5. So Beluga 5 wants a mate, Beluga 2 can't find its mate. So who's Beluga... Oh, this is fucking stupid, right. Beluga 5 wants a mate, Beluga 2 can't find its mate. So if I sell off Beluga 2 and Beluga 5, then Beluga 1 is fine, Beluga 3 is fine, and Beluga 4 is fine. Even though I now have 2 males and a female. How does that work? Why is Beluga 1 now not saying that it wants a mate, nor that it can't find its mate? And similarly, how... Yeah, now it's saying it can't find its mate. Oh, this is so stupid. I'm just going to sell all these guys off. Right, now they're saying that more animals will make them happier. Beluga 3 and 4 seem fine. They obviously mated up. I wonder if Beluga 2 mated with Beluga 5 after 1 was sold off, or vice versa. That when 5 was sold off, Beluga 2 mated with Beluga 1, and then Beluga 1 was mated with Beluga 2 already. I have no idea. There's some kind of crazy love triangle going on with these Beluga. I think I've got too many there. Right. So now, 3 and 4 should be mated up, male and female. Beluga 6 and 7, they're male and female. They're all saying it's fine. Please be fine. Deary me. And... Right, let's get some, yeah, maintenance workers. Right, hide everything. Okay, Jaguar 2 has died of old age, so I need more Jaguar, basically. This is the thing, is Jaguar don't live very long in this game. And they're also very reluctant to breed, and I have no idea why. Okay, all the fences are currently fine, but I am going to get more maintenance workers. I'm going to get 3 more. And just plonk them at random locations. There you go. Right. Now, save the game. Right. So the lions are fine. The zebra are fine. Although we do seem to have a baby zebra. The moose are fine. The anteater are fine. The crocodile are fine. The Bengal tigers are fine. The jaguar, we can sell him off and buy a male and a female jaguar. Because they don't live for very long and they don't breed very easily. So you often have to buy more jaguar. Right. Bison are fine. Although when this guy grows up it could be worthwhile to sell him off. Or keep him and sell off number 1. That would be more sensible, I suppose. But everything should be fine now. Right, so... I don't know if I actually have enough money to build the entire Dinosuchus exhibit. but I'm going to start building the exhibit. I also need a scientist. Right, so we're only going to have one. It's going to be male, and it's pronounced Dinosuchus. So I was actually correct, Dinosuchus. Okay. Now, I have no idea what his requirements will be for terrain, but I'm guessing it's going to be like a lot of salt water and a lot of dirt, very similar to saltwater crocodile, because they're basically the same. You know. I'm going to need to move that egg, and also move the exhibit entrance. I mean, something like that is basically okay. Right, where's my scientist? Because he needs to be assigned to this exhibit. So I'm probably going to need more exhibits to get to 93 zoo rating, because 93 zoo rating is very high. Research is helping. Might be worthwhile to get dinosaur foliage for the horsetail for the Dinosuchus, and also just because it wants bald cypress tree anyway, so which I can't build. Do you have to research the bald cypress tree? I thought it was available by default. Okay, well, I guess we're spending money to research trees, even though I don't really need to. We don't need T-Rex care. Dinosaur houses, I think, is now done. At least it should be. In the meantime, we can build some of these. I don't know how many to build. And foliage will leave for now. I mean, obviously I won't know exactly what he wants until he hatches, but, you know, save the game. Yeah, I need more maintenance workers. I mean, the thing is that even with infinite maintenance workers, you're still going to get broken fences. It's just that they'll be repaired a lot quicker. But it doesn't really matter with animals like this, because I think unless the fence is like completely broken, there's not much danger. And even then, the only danger would be something like if the lions escaped or a crocodile or something. Right. Which would be a big problem, to be fair. Too much dirt, not enough brown stone. Too much salt water. Oh, I wasn't expecting that, okay. So you want some brown stone. So it's not exactly the same as a crocodile then. Be careful I don't create like a small island as well. Right, so too much dirt, not enough brown stone. Seems like he wants a bit more salt water as well. Oh no, he doesn't care about that. Right, so how's he feeling now? Right. Seems like he is okay. So dirt for brownstone is fine, brownstone to dirt is fine, brownstone to salt water, no. What about salt water to brownstone? Yeah. So too much brownstone and not enough salt water. And also too much dirt and not enough salt water. Right, so that's fine now. And he wants some foliage. Well, we can give him... I guess we can just give him, like, water lilies, assuming he likes those. Yeah. Which I've said before, but even though the crocodile, saltwater crocodile, lives in Southeast Asia, and it says on its page that it prefers the water reed, and the water lily is North American and cheaper. It's actually better for the saltwater crocodile. I have no idea why. I mean, it's a good thing because obviously it saves money, but it makes no sense at all. How are we for rocks, by the way? Okay, I actually had one too many. I could get even higher suitability by using small rocks, I suppose, instead of these like dinosaur aquatic rocks. Wow, this guy wants a lot of foliage. I mean, granted it's a big exhibit, but right, that's 100 suitability, so basically there's no need to actually... Wow, okay, if zoo rating hits one more point, it gets to 93, then I've won the scenario, and that's it. Because guess happiness is currently 96. Oh, happiness is 98. Yeah, so basically I just need one more point in zoo rating, and I've won the scenario. That's it. And to be fair, the zoo is not that big, and it does look pretty horrible because of all these weird cliffs and everything. But if you just sort of ignore the outermost bit of the zoo, and you just concentrate on the actual innermost bit, it looks alright. It looks basically like every zoo I make. I still don't like this bit. And I still never really established that if I put a restaurant there and then put path there, would the guests use it, because it's kind of behind the admission booth. I'm not going to test it out. I mean, if I was looking aesthetically, I would get rid of this gold yellow brick path and replace it with just regular brick path, but gold and yellow brick path is actually better for zoo rating and, well, maybe zoo rating, I'm not sure. It's supposedly better for guest happiness than regular brick path, but you have to use like a cheat or an exploit to be able to get it, which I can't remember exactly what you have to do. But I guess I'd basically just carry on doing this research. The zoo rating has just dropped to 91 for some reason. I could do... I've done aquatic animal care though, haven't I? Yeah, I did aquatic animal care. I can do Zoo Tycoon staff training, because that will help the zookeepers and the maintenance workers. And tour guides that I don't have. So let's do that. I don't need tricks. Don't need aquatic animal care because it's done. Marine specialist training is useless now. T-Rex care is useless. Enrichment, animal care, animal shelters, they're all useless. Giant anteater has given birth. Nice. As for conservation, I mean, I don't really need this foliage, I'm just doing it anyway. Yeah, all of these are just useless, honestly. I think when this finishes, I'm actually going to stop researching dinosaur foliage, because there's no point. Because I've managed to get 100 suitability without this bold cypress tree. Which I'm pretty sure you get without research anyway, so I don't know why it's not available. But anyway, when this finishes, I'm just going to stop spending money on dinosaur foliage. I mean, you never know, I might actually get 93 zoo rating anyway. Just from, you know, doing research. That's done in 8 days. Source size is not available. Yeah, stop researching dinosaur foliage. Yeah, so basically there's nothing for me to research unless I want more animals. That's the only thing that would make any sense. Yeah, let's research some aquatic animals and maybe we can build another aquatic exhibit or something. Narwhal. Yeah, and we'll do endangered animals as well, why not? I don't want more dinosaurs. If I was going to build another dinosaur exhibit, it'll be one of the ones that I've already got. I don't need to spend more money to research more dinosaurs. And even then, if I was going to build another dinosaur exhibit, I don't know what I would go for. I've done everything, and they're all really expensive, and... I say I've done everything before. They're all really expensive, they would take up a lot of money and a lot of space. Beluga's given birth, so... Once again, I'm going to check and make sure... Yeah, there's not enough... Oh, God. Not enough shelters and they want a toy. Right, well... It's okay at the moment, I just need a shelter. Sciences Training 3 is now available. Zoo rating is 92. Be careful that I don't trap the zookeeper or get a part of the exhibit that's inaccessible. We need a lot more maintenance workers. Why are these fences so damaged? Narwhal now available. Save the game. Yeah, tour guide training is being researched, which is absolutely completely useless. Gorilla is being researched. Yeah, so zebra, they're fine. Moose, fine. Anteater, fine. Crocodile, they're currently fine. Bengal tiger, fine. Jaguar are fine, because they never breed. Bison, they're fine. Whale shark, fine. Beluga, fine. Polar bear, fine. Black buck, fine. Bowhead, Caudipteryx, fine. Caudipteryx have actually grown up into adults, but you can see that they're still not actually very big. I think this game has actually made them bigger than they would even be in real life. I think in real life they'd be like maybe chicken size, maybe bigger than that, I'm not very sure, but they wouldn't be very big. Right, Gorilla is now available. And the Dinosuchus is still a baby. I want to see this thing as an adult, because I get the feeling it's going to be very big. I mean, at the moment, it's probably about the same size as a crocodile. I feel like it's slightly smaller. But I feel like as an adult, this thing is going to be huge. Where are the crocodiles, actually? Let's have a look. So that's an adult crocodile. That's an adult crocodile. That's a baby crocodile. Yeah, so that's an adult crocodile. It's pretty big. Baby crocodiles are pretty small. Whereas the Dinosuchus... Okay, it's in the water right now. Okay, so the Dinosuchus baby is probably about as big as the adult crocodile. In-game, at least. I'm not... You know, I've got no other reference. It's long and thin and mostly sort of grey colour. So I just want to see what it's going to look like as an adult. Zero rating's dropped to 91. Don't know why. White Bengal Tiger is now available. Starting to get some hungry guests again, but... Shortfin Mako Shark is... yeah. These things don't take very long to research, whereas this, annoyingly, does take a lot of money and time to research, despite being utterly useless. It's currently January 2 of Year 3, and I've got 42,000 monies in the bank. Probably going to have to build another exhibit to get to 93 zoo rating. Which begs the question, what do I build? Do I go for Zoo Tycoon or do I go for Marine? I kind of want to go for Marine. But I also want to build something I've not done before, but I think I've done, at some point or another, I think I've done every Zoo Tycoon animal. And some of them are just really painful to build an exhibit for. Like Mountain Lion, it requires a lot of, you know, elevation. And then they don't live very long and then they don't breed. And you can't have 3 adults in an exhibit, so they're very annoying. I mean, I don't have the swinging log tree, so I was going to build, like, African elephant, for example, but I can't. I could go with, like, Asian elephant or something. Right, let's save the game again and flatten out some terrain and do some expanding. I did save the game then, didn't I? I don't think I did, but... No, I did. Okay. Right. It's hard to tell what's flat and what isn't, but... So we've got some extra land for expanding purposes. And that's quite a bit of room there. I can build an exhibit. Or I could even build 2 exhibits, possibly. So this is 9 by... What's that? 9 by 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Right. Okay. So I've got 10 by 16. Now I've done this thing. So let's make that 10 by 17. And then I can put in 2 80 square 10 by 8 exhibits. There you go. And we can go for 2 Zoo Tycoon animals of some kind. I haven't decided what, but we don't have gorilla bars, so we can't do gorilla. We could go for penguins, and then we could also go for like Asian elephant or something. Siberian tiger, unicorn, but I think unicorn require a big exhibit. Well, let's go for penguins in one of the exhibits. I don't know if wood shelter is okay, but I'm guessing it is. And I can't remember if they want saltwater or freshwater. Logically it's freshwater, but I'm not sure. Right, I know I've only obviously got 1 penguin, but yeah, they do want saltwater. Okay. No, not camel. Right, too much snow, not enough saltwater, and so we want some rocks, obviously. And already one of the penguins has fallen ill. I have no idea how. literally no idea how it's got ill when I've only had it for about a minute. Right. Zookeeper, why are you over here? You need to go to the penguins. Oh yeah, that's another thing as well, is I think every time I have an ill or sick animal, that decreases the zoo rating by 1. Whether that's, like, if you've got 2 sick animals, it would decrease it by 2 or not, I don't know. But I know that if you've got a sick animal, it just decreases the zoo rating by 1, or so it seems. I don't actually like that bit of path. I'm going to have a bighorn statue. Right, so this exhibit is actually fine, apparently, although it's only 87 suitability. Let's get some more penguins going. Still only 87 suitability. Because remember, I need... well, actually, I only need 90 suitability for 15 exhibits, not 90 suitability for every exhibit, but it is currently 98. Right, so... once again, we've got 92 zoo rating, 98 animal happiness, 95 guest happiness. And once again, I only need 1 more bit of zoo rating and then I win the scenario. So, this exhibit needs to be renamed to Penguin Exhibit. This exhibit will be renamed to whatever I put in there, which I haven't decided yet. Black leopards. I think they're okay with an 80 square exhibit. I think they actually require quite a small exhibit. So let's go with some black leopards, although they do want the cat climbing tree. I've already done Bengal tiger. Could do white Bengal tiger. Let's just go with white Bengal tiger. Great white shark is now available. Actually, I could do a great white shark exhibit. That'd be interesting. Although I'm probably gonna... I still think I'm gonna hit 93 zoo rating, like, soon. I'm kind of just thinking that it's gonna happen whilst I'm building an exhibit or something. Rainforest fern. Yeah, I feel like it's gonna happen mid-building an exhibit. Or just sort of very unexpectedly, because literally all it takes is just a random blip to 93 and then I'll win the scenario. Also more rocks, yeah. So currently these guys will never be fed because there's no zookeeper assigned to their exhibit, and there's also no zookeeper that's unassigned to any exhibit, so these guys will never be fed at the moment, but obviously I can just do that, and then it's fine. So this is white tiger exhibit. Save the game again. Yeah, so next exhibit we can build will be great white shark. That's kind of interesting. And we'll build it over here. Why not? I don't know how big it needs to be, but we'll build it so it's... that's 8 by... 8 by 15 is 120, so that should be fine. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Right, so this is Great White Shark Tank, which does actually fit as a name. That should be 15, if I did it right. Or I mean 150, you know. Right. Not like that. Like that. No! Right, accept that. There we go, that's fine. Right. So, Great White Shark, male, female. Exhibit is big enough and it's deep enough, and we've just actually won the scenario. So, even though the Great White Shark tank wasn't complete, we just randomly decided to win the scenario. Why that was enough to roll it over to 93 zoo rating, I've got no idea. But I'm actually going to click yes on this. A carpy has just become available, so maybe that had something to do with it. I have no idea. Because like I say, doing random research does increase zoo rating. But yeah, 95 guest happiness, 97 animal happiness. That will increase, and it will fluctuate. It does tend to hover around 98. 95 guest happiness, that's not bad. I mean, we could build another restaurant. Which, you know, if I was going to do that, I'd build it probably over here and just build another lobbies. Save the game. I'll actually carry on just playing this scenario, even though I have actually just won it. If there was going to be a time limit on this scenario, I would say 3 years. You could probably do it in 2, but that would be a struggle, I reckon. But then again, 3 years is certainly long enough. 2 years, maybe you could do it in 2 years. I mean, I was probably, you know, taking my time. And also, if it was 3 years, like, I'd have quite a long wait. But anyway, yeah, let's just continue playing, build up this exhibit. So, get the tank. Marine Specialist needs to be assigned to this tank. Just going to pause the game temporarily. So these guys, the exhibit was big enough and deep enough. They want a shelter, they want some barnacles, foliage, and rocks. So let's just do all that on pause quickly. And then when we unpause, the exhibit should be fine. So obviously doing it on pause, you don't have to worry about declining animal happiness. But you also don't get the feedback of the animal, so you know like how many rocks, how many foliage, etc. to build. And the shelter can be put there. So yeah, so that's 81 suitability. Needs a lot more foliage and a lot more rocks. I mean, I have put Great White Shark in exhibits for scenarios on camera before. In fact, it's one of the very first Marine Mania scenarios is, I think it's called like Shark World, where you have to exhibit a Great White Shark. And it's like a beginner scenario, or maybe an intermediate. No, I think it's beginner. But anyway, there you go, that's 98 suitability, too many rocks. 100 suitability. It was 100. Why is it? It was 100. Right, so 100 now. So 100 suitability, guest happiness 96, animal happiness 97. We've actually got 2 sick animals, that's not good. This bowhead whale is sick, it's going to be healed by him, or her. Lion is sick. That's going to be healed by Mr. Zookeeper, who for some reason, despite the fact he only has to go between there and there, decided to wander off this direction. What a silly Billy. But anyway, we've got 93 zoo rating, 96 animal happiness, that will increase. It's because we've got some sick animals and because of the great white sharks. Yeah, it's 97. 96 guest happiness. Very profitable zoo, making, well, in February for instance, construction and animal purchase costs is like 30,500, plus research is like 34,000. So we're making like, you know, about $25,000 a month in profit. We made a heck of a lot in donations. But then we do have 41 zoo benefactors, which is rather a lot, and 870 guests. And we also have 3 restaurants that are probably making a lot of money. Yeah, like 5,000 a month, 4,500 a month. Yeah. So, the zoo rating's just hit 94 now. 94 zoo rating, 97 animal numbers. Yeah, I mean, this is obviously a very successful zoo. Oh, the Dinosaurus has actually grown up. It's bigger than a saltwater crocodile. It's not actually as big as I thought it was going to be, though. I thought it was going to be bigger. Bigger than that, even. But then again, it is a crocodile, and I'm pretty sure if you saw this thing in real life, it would be absolutely huge. And actually, looking at it like that, that's pretty big. Why is there a marine specialist? Why on earth is there a marine specialist here? Your only job is to look after the bowhead whale. Why are you swimming in Dinosuchus-infested water? Go to the bowheads. Place food in the bowheads. Anyway, I'm going to save and quit. So, I'll pause the game. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. This was a fun scenario because there wasn't a time limit. And you did get to see, you know, a zoo with Zoo Tycoon, Dinosaur Digs and Marine Mania, which actually isn't that common. The only hard part about this is the 93 zoo rating, and I guess the 93 guest happiness, but that's not difficult because there's no time limit. And unlike Island Zoo, which required, I think, 93 guest happiness, I was going to say, is it 90 or 93? I think it was 93. That was a challenge because of the silly restrictions placed upon you by the fact that you can't raise or lower the terrain, and obviously the map is a series of islands that are interlinked, so you have to get very creative with your building. This is a piece of cake, really. There's no time limit. You only need 5 zoo animals, 5 dinosaurs, 5 marine animals, so you can basically exhibit whatever you want. And it's not even 5 species, so you can actually just get away with using, like, 5 Caudipteryx, for example, and then not bother with any more dinosaurs. Suitability of 90 is, you know, easy to achieve. 15 exhibits isn't that many either. Animal happiness of 93, that's like a given for every zoo scenario. So yeah, it's really not difficult. But a fun little scenario. We only have one scenario left, and it's called Ultimate Zoo. And despite the name, this being Super Zoo and the next one being Ultimate Zoo, it's not a very difficult scenario. It's easier than this one. It does have a requirement of an aquatic show profit, which is annoying, but I think it's like $200 or $500. It's not a lot, and I think it's dolphins or orca. But it's another one where you have to have Zoo Tycoon, Dinosaur Digs, and Marine Mania animals. There's no time limit. I can't remember the exact objectives, but I just know it's not very difficult. So this is basic. I would say this is the hardest in terms of objectives, but the fact there's no time limit means that there's basically no challenge because, like I say, you can't fail. But yeah, we only have one scenario left in the entire game. Unfortunately, there's no reward, as far as I'm aware, for completing this scenario, nor is there any reward for completing the next scenario. And there isn't a reward for completing all the scenarios. I don't think. I've never completed all the scenarios before, so if there is a reward for completing all the scenarios, that's news to me, but I don't think there is. I think I've basically unlocked everything in this game, apart from some freeform stuff, maybe. But anyway, yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this, and I hope you've enjoyed the series so far. We only have one scenario left, and like I say, it's not very difficult. But yeah, take care, folks. Have a nice day, and I will see you then. And also, I'll just say one more thing, that after the next video, obviously that'll be all the scenarios completed, let me know if you want to see me do some freeform of this game. I don't have any other, like, Zoo Tycoon game, you know, like Planet Zoo or Zoo Tycoon 2. So don't ask me to do those because I won't be doing them because I don't own the games. I want to finish, obviously, Railroad Tycoon 3, both doing in-game scenarios, the main campaign on hard, and any like fan-made scenarios that I have that I've not recorded before that are both interesting and not stupidly difficult. I mean, Zoo Tycoon Freeform, I'd be willing to do it on camera, but at the same time, it's like, it's just kind of more of the same, and I feel like I've basically done everything with this game. You know, don't get me wrong, I really like this game. That's why I do it so much, but when I've basically done everything there is to do in this game anyway, doing freeform just seems kind of pointless because there aren't any animals that I don't think I've ever exhibited. And, you know, I've done like Zoo Tycoon, I've done Marine Mania, I've done Dinosaur Digs. Ultimately, a freeform zoo would basically just look like every zoo that I do for a scenario anyway. There wouldn't be any challenge, really, because, you know, I don't have any objectives as such. So, let me know what you think, but I'm kind of reluctant to do freeform, mainly because I don't see the point. And I don't think I'd find it terribly enjoyable. But if you can come up with like some kind of arbitrary challenge for me, maybe I'll do it. No promises. But I guess after Ultimate Zoo, then obviously I'll be finished with the Zoo Tycoon scenarios, and I'll probably just move on to like Railroad Tycoon. Because other than that, I can't think of any games that I really want to record, or even have the capability to record, to be honest. I mean, I would do like SimCity 3000, but I don't have the capability to do that right now because I don't actually have the game working on this computer. Anyway, take care, folks. Have a nice day. I'll see you in the next video where we complete the final Zoo Tycoon objective, Ultimate Zoo. Until then, bye-bye.